Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villa and welcome to episode 104 of Raise the Holte, our bid for world domination with Aston Villa. And today we have two really big games. First up, we're looking for revenge, redemption against Sporting Lisbon in the final group game of the Champions League. Of course, we all remember the 4-3 defeat where we could not hold a lead to save ourselves and they capped it all off with an own goal. I still get mad about that one. So we get redemption, or we look for redemption against them, I should say, at home at Villa Park. And then it's Rochdale, League One Rochdale in the Carabao Cup Quarter-Final. As ever, we go with the regens named after you guys. And our run to the final could well continue. Or it should, let's face it, it should continue, shouldn't it? Oh, could we do it? Could we get all the way? Well, semi-final at least. Now, next episode coming up, I completely forgot about the World Club Cup. Of course, we won the Champions League last year. That means we can officially get to take over world domination of world football. Well, that would be world domination, wouldn't it? World domination of football with this tournament. So that will be next episode, semi-final, and it hopefully will be a final as well. It's completely forgot that even existed. I think, let's face it, most people do until we get to December, don't we? Now, since last episode where we guaranteed ourselves top spot of the Champions League group against AS Monaco, we've had 3 games and 3 good results, but not necessarily 3 good performances, because we really struggled against Swansea. Now, they're a relegation-threatened team. Almeida gave us a lead in the 38th minute, and I'd love to say we never look back, but as I said, sometimes we spent the rest of the game looking in the rear vision mirror because we really struggled. You can see our defence played quite well, and they had to because we were under the cosh for so long in this game. Botheim came back almost, well, he didn't haunt us because he didn't score, but he played quite well. But yeah, so I'd say a good solid win, but it was result rather than performance. Then we played high-flying Stoke. Now, they are a top 4 team before this game, and we absolutely ran riot. It was a tight first half. You can see Lab gave us a scrappy goal to open it, get things underway. Almeida scored a good one, and then second half we were relentless. Lebadovic got 4 goals in this game, a hat-trick in the second half. Thor added one from a corner. He's an absolute monster from a corner, good old Thor. But you can see this. I mean, if they think they're going to win the Premier League on that performance, they're having a laugh because they were quite poor. Whether we were just that good, I don't know. Look at Grealish, 6 key passes, 3 assists. He was amazing as well. But 4 goals from the Lab, excellent stuff. Then we played West Ham. And West Ham, again, they're bottom of the league. Now, they've just got a new manager in. Messi, Thor again from a corner, and Blake Scully got the goals for us in this one. And they've got McGinn, Super John McGinn. He got a penalty in the 89th minute. Didn't care. Was happy to see him score, to be honest. Now, they also have Bree. There we go there. He didn't have his greatest game, but yeah, it was good to see John McGinn again. Maybe not at Villa Park, but against on the same field as the Villa. Now let's have a look at what all that means for the league tables, and you can see we are still chasing down Manchester United. We're in a relatively solid second spot, though Chelsea have a game in hand, so they could potentially leapfrog us, and United could potentially go 4 points ahead of us. You can see Champions League, it's wrapped up. Even if we were to lose this game against Sporting, we have the head-to-head over Monaco. We have better goal difference, so we'll be fine. We got Spurs in the Champions League, in the FA Cup third round, away from home. That is going to be really tough. We don't yet know who we got in the World Club Cup. We'll find out, hopefully, during this episode, who our semi-final opponent's going to be. But that is, I think, everything. So let's look at the team we are sending out to face Sporting Lisbon to get our revenge here, because I'm still angry about that result. The scout report, we have no information, because I don't have Liga NOS loaded up, so we don't get anything from that. So Gaz Mosley goes in goal here. It's Nepo, Rodrigo, Forster, and Kostic as a back 4. Tonali, Silla, and Leroy in midfield. Marin and Rashid down the wings. Messi up top. Now, Messi has confirmed he will be retiring at the end of the year. I mean, it was always kind of going to happen. It's difficult to talk a 38-year-old out of retirement from professional sport. But there we go. He's captain for this game as well, so I'm sure he'll lead us. Now, he has actually, since last episode, become Villa's oldest ever goal scorer as well. So that was good to see. I think it might have been the goal against West Ham. I think he got the first one. What do we want to say to... I don't want to say revenge. Let's just keep our run going here. I want to win because I want to win. That's kind of what I said in the pre-game press conference as well. But, this is mostly about revenge, isn't it? And here we go, final group game of the season at Villa Park. Let's hope. I really want to put them to the sword here. I really want to just destroy them. But we'll wait and see how we go here. We do, I believe, have Almeida, or do I have Pedro Enrique? I should have one of them on the bench, so we can put it in number 10 if we want to. It's Almeida, it's on the bench. Actually, I think Enrique may have picked up the flu or something, if I remember correctly. But, yeah. Hopefully we will destroy them here. Now, there is going to be a Goals of the Month at the end of this episode as well, so make sure you stick around for that. That's all the best goals from November. There were some good ones there, if I remember correctly, as well. Not a good start, is it? Not a good start. We have had none of the ball, but we do have chances on goal. Here's a corner coming in. Where's Thor when you need him? Tonelli! Oh, Sandro Tonelli, edge of the area. And that is 1-0. Now, boys, concentrate. Concentrate, please. We know what happened against this mob last time. Good ball in from Silla. Headed away, but Tonelli, one touch. Have some of that, boys. That is 1-0. Nice little bend on that as well. First goal of the year for Tonelli. He got a couple last year, so it's good. He's chipping in, which is good to see. Of course, an Italian international now as well. Messi's not having his greatest game, but that's fine. He's just there to lead the line and look good, just so we can say we have Messi pretty much. Yeah, there we go. I mean, we have had none of the ball, but we're all about just getting shots on goal, aren't we? I think the team talk has got to be you're playing well, but there's room for improvement. Because, you know, we're playing well, but yeah, I mean, but we're by no means at the top of our game, are we? It doesn't really matter what's going on in the other game, if I'm honest. You've played well, there's room for improvement. We'll go down here. Why is Mr. Mosley looking nervous, I wonder? That shouldn't be the case. He has been really, really good the last few games. I'm queuing up a horrible mistake here from him, aren't I? But he's looked really, really good. The fact he's unhappy with me doesn't seem to be affecting him. But what I find really strange is that if you look at his favoured personnel, I'm still one of his favoured personnel. So it's like if you want to leave the club because you feel like I've broken promises to you, why am I still your favourite personnel? Like, yes, it doesn't seem compatible, the two things. One or the other, please. But yeah, there we go. I'm hoping, you know, if that's the case, that he will eventually get over it and just decide he's happy to stay, and this is the best place for his career. We've got Marin with a tight calf. Let's not muck around with that. Let's bring on Rodrigo for him. We could, if we need to make a change later, we can put Rodrigo up front and bring Grealish on. There's there for Rashid. Pulls it back out for Silla. It's got to be a penalty, surely. Referee Tonelli again. Can he get a double? Just keeps the ball. This is fine. This is fine. Just build the pressure, boys. Build the pressure. Leroy out for Marin. Oh, he's going to go off. Tight calf or not. He's put that in the back of the net. That's 2-0. And that will be the last we see of Marin for this game. But he's gone off in style, hasn't he? Excellent finish from Antonio Marin. 6th goal of the season for him. Yeah, what we're doing really well with goals is no one's scoring a ton of goals, but we've seen that everybody's chipping in. Everybody has a nice amount of goals. Now, I wasn't given offside? No, the guy in the middle is playing him on quite comfortably there in the end. Yes, we'll continue with that change, please, game. We'll demand a little bit more. We'll leave Messi on. What I don't want to do, the reason why I don't have any of you guys apart from Gaz, is that with the Rochdale game coming up, I want you all fresh for that. Won't praise just yet. Let's see if we can get a third goal here that should once and for all see them off. They've just gone over the top. That's a horrible ball. Forster picks that up. Goes wide there for Nepo. What's he going to do here? Out for Rodrigo. Rodrigo's shown flashes lately. Just can't quite find the feature. That's a good ball for Messi. For Rashid, he walks it in. Messi is just class, isn't he? Just stick him around the edge of the 18-yard box. We'll keep him till he's 60. Just keep playing those balls for me, mate. That is exactly what I want him to do, and that is exactly why I want him to postpone his retirement, because he is still, I would say, the best player in the world at that. Look at that. That is just a stunning ball. Oh, it's a real shame he's leaving, but 8th goal of the year for Rashid. That just proves my point. We just have a lot of guys chipping in with the goals. We could well end up with, 5 or 6 guys just at 15, 16 goals at the end of the year, and that would be absolutely perfect, wouldn't it? We've come straight back. I don't think they're going to score. They'd have to score 4 again to beat us, and if they do that, I'll just be leaving. I'll just... I won't. Yeah, we know into the episode. It'll just be an empty screen for eternity. All right, come on, Silla. What's he got here for us? That's a good-looking pass out there for Rodrigo. It's a stunning ball. Back post. It's there for Nepo. Not Nepo. What's his name? Rashid. Nepo, Rashid. They kind of sound alike, and they play on different sides of the field. So I don't know where that came from. There we go. Dinks it in. Rodrigo's there. Oh, it's got it off the keeper. Horrible goalkeeping. That's 4-0. Get that up, you Sporting Lisbon. Oh, this is much, much more like it. All right, let's throw a little bit of praise out here. Good ball there, Kostic into Rashid, and thinks it out. And I'm not sure what the keeper's doing there, to be honest. That is poor. At this level, that shouldn't be happening. So there we go. There we go. Do we want to bring anybody else on? I don't really think we do. We could bring Bale on. We'll bring Bale on for Leroy. Get a new face out there. Keep Leroy fresh for upcoming challenges. I should have not put Napo on the bench. Actually, I should have had Dali there, so we could have given Napo. I should have had Beck on the bench. This is disastrous. I should have had Dali instead of Beck. Oh, Rodrigo, it's still there for him. Can he square it back? No, he can't. Coming up to we've got the Christmas fixtures plus the World Club Championship. So to say we have games coming thick and fast is a little bit of an understatement. Foul there from Tonali. Is he going to get away without a booking? It looks like he is. Good stuff. All right, another highlight here. They're in for Tonali, for Silla. What's he going to do here? He's got space to run into. He's a good dribbler as well. Rashid, can he pick a ball back to Silla? He can. Oh, it's a heavy touch. Messi! Oh! Crossbar from Messi. What a goal that would have been. Is there anything else we want to change? We have another sub we can make. I don't think we need to make it. Messi, edge of the area for Rodrigo. Have that, mate. Have that. Oh, he's laid it off. It's Rashid. Rashid goes inside. Oh, it's the carbon copy of the Marin goal. But it is his 9th of the year, 2nd of the game. I just saw that Stuttgart took the lead against Monaco. Now that might take Monaco out, because Stuttgart beat Sporting Lisbon. That'd put them both on 9 points. It'd come down to head-to-head, and I'm not sure what the head-to-head looks like. Good finish from Rashid, wasn't it? Just curled it past the goalkeeper there. That is 5-0. This is exactly what I wanted to do to Sporting Lisbon. Just clench the palate after... What's the word? Cleanse the palate after that disaster that we had against them at their place. Silla, back post, it's a penalty. No, it's got it straight out for a goal kick. That will be the game. 5-0. Much, much better. I'll sleep better tonight knowing that we've done that to them. There we go. Good performance at Villa Park. We had none of the ball, but you wouldn't know it from the highlights, would you? I don't know what they were doing with it, but we were absolutely ruthless, and it seemed like every time there was I don't remember them even getting a highlight that game. So very, very happy with that. There we go. We meet expectations and dominant win. We did get redemption. The Marin injury is just a day or two, so that will be fine. Anything else here? Look at Rashid. 2 goals and an assist. He was quite good. He's really, really good on his day, isn't he? Good old Rashid. Look at him, just still developing, still coming along. He's an absolute monster. Yeah, he could be anything for us, and we've got him for a long time. He's still only 23. Neymar, shut your face, mate. Shut it. So let's have a quick glance here. Did that take out Monaco? No, they did get through on goal difference in the end, so lucky for them. But really, it looked like it was never really going to turn around. It would have had another goal or two. Maybe it could have happened. Anyway, guys, wait right there. We'll be back. It's the Regens up against Rochdale in the Carabao Cup Quarter-Final. Okay, welcome back. It is time for the quarter-final against Rochdale at Villa Park. You can see from the other semis, it's likely going to be Liverpool, one of the Manchester clubs, and either Arsenal or Chelsea in the semi-finals. So it's going to be tough. We definitely lucked out with the draw here. Let's have a quick look at what we're expecting from them. We are obviously favourites. You would expect that. They're a standard playing style, attacking mentality, but this is in League One, so, we're going to take that for what it's worth. Graham Mills is their manager. I've personally never heard of him. Good manager, though. Look at that. Quite good, actually. I wonder if we can get him in as an assistant. Anyway, we'll have a look at that later on. And there we go, the analysis report. We're expecting them to play 4-4-2. We could probably get down the sides of them. It looks like they play high up the pitch. Direct-ish key passes. Now, I wonder who they've beaten to get this far. Can we go and have a look at that, please, game? If I go back to here and Rochdale, just out of curiosity, have they sort of... You get that sometimes, don't you? A lower league club just kind of... I don't want to say lucks their way through, but, they don't necessarily have the toughest run in. So let's have a look here. It's EFL Cup we're looking for. It doesn't help this EFL League One, does it, that we're trying to go look past. EFL 4th round, so they beat Preston, who I'm assuming are Championship. I'm pretty sure they are. They beat Newport County, and they beat Accrington Stanley and Lincoln City. So Preston are, just checked, I'm pretty sure they are Championship club. Yeah, so they've beaten not much to get here, but they've still beaten the Championship club, so that's something. This is the team that we're sending out. It is now, unfortunately, Casey Beck. You've picked up an injury, mate, so we can't play you in this one, which is really disappointing. I would have just brought you on against Sporting if I'd known that was going to happen. But it's Gaz Mosley in goal. Dali comes in to play left back with Thomas, Bergkamp, and Fiorini as a back four. Lee Hendry and Turpie in midfield. Roberts, Walker, and Scully in behind Brian Carlos. So they do indeed play 4-4-2. Looks like they've got sort of a deeper striker and a poacher. It just should be fine. The players, there's nobody in this team that isn't better than League One standards, so it should be fine. Pick up where they left off. I'm almost going to say, let's give the fans a performance here. Keep our run going. Let's keep our run going, lads. Come on, boys. What I don't want is complacency here. I feel like that's almost our biggest trouble. It can be the problem kind of at home. to a League One team, the only thing that can really beat us, it should be ourselves. I mean, Rochdale shouldn't be beating us. If both teams have a good day, we should win. Turpie with the corner, back post. It's Scully down, it's bouncing around, it's hacked clear, and we get the ball back with Dali. Back for Turpie. Second time of asking. Nick Roberts at the back post. Oh, it's bouncing, not the best goalkeeping. But they have, in the end, put an end to that attack. Let's give it get creative just as the highlight starts. Nice ball in there for Paul Walker, who again leads the team out today. That's a good ball for Nick Roberts. It's a stunning ball for Nick Roberts, and he does put us in front. What a ball from Paul Walker. He's really starting to take to that attacking midfielder role. There was a stunning pass, and Nick Roberts sort of put it straight through their goalkeeper, if we're honest. But look at this. Paul Walker picked it up. There was nothing going on. Wait a minute. I'll thread this beautiful through ball. That's a stunning pass. And Nick Roberts straight through the goalkeeper. Was it through his legs? Was it sort of just past his hand? We'll never know. We don't really care, do we? It's 1-0. And we have 1 foot in the semi-finals, you would think, from here. All right, Walker. Here he goes again. Out there for Fiorini. Fiorini pulls one back. It's back post. It's Blake Scully. Oh, it's there. It's Nick Roberts on the rebound. There it is. That's 2-0. Third goal of the season now for Nick Roberts. And with 7 minutes gone, this is looking as though it could be anything, doesn't it? We'll give it a demand more. We want to just keep going. Grind them into the dust. We've already scored 7 goals this episode. Or was it 8? How many did we put past Sporting? Could we get double figures this episode? That would be something special, wouldn't it, if we could do that? But there we go. Nick Roberts at the double. 7 minutes gone. It's 2-0 already. Let's see what else we can do here. There's no point making subs because I want to keep you guys on the field, as I always say for these ones. So yeah, there won't be any subs. We'll see what happens with this. 2-0 can be dangerous, can't it? Because, it feels comfortable. They get one back and suddenly it's a 1-goal game again. But yeah, a third goal would just about kill it off. Blake Scully. Oh, what a run from Blake Scully. Go yourself, mate. It's goal of the season. Oh, it's tackled away. Nick Roberts on a hat-trick. Can't quite put it in either. Still there for us. Nick Roberts. Fiorini on the overlapping run. It's there. It's off the crossbar from Paul Walker. Oh, unlucky. Let's give it a demand more. Let's put this game to bed here, please, boys. If we can get the work done nice and early in the first half. I mean, look at this. We're absolutely dominating the game. Again, Gary Turpie from the corner, back post. It's Harry Thomas, is it? No, it's Blake Scully back there, and it's just over the bar again. They've changed to a more attacking approach. That should open it up for us, really, shouldn't it? Crossfield ball there for Fiorini. What's he got for us? Back for Gary Turpie. For Paul Walker. Walker, good ball again out there for Fiorini. Fiorini in. It's bouncing around. It's hacked clear. It was a block shot in the end. Bergkamp, the second, has it. I think our 2 centre-backs can just about pull the deck chairs up back there. Dali on the overlapping run again. Again, it's blocked away. And again, Paul Walker picks up the ball. Back for Lee Hendry. Come on, mate. What's he got? Back for David Bergkamp. I like this. Patient. Build it up. Long ball forward. Nick Roberts is there. It's going to be a penalty, is it? No. Can't quite. It's attack versus defence, isn't it? Bergkamp again picks it up. This is becoming a long, old highlight. Lee Hendry, what can he do? He's got some space. He looks for a good ball for Dali. Can he pull it back? He can. It's Brian Carlos under it. And Brian Carlos gives us the 3-goal lead. 7th goal of the year for him. It was coming. It was attack versus defence. We were relentless. And eventually we found a way through. Good ball this from Lee Hendry, wasn't it? Dali did really well. He's a pacey player, so he did really well to get that. Pulls it back. And Brian Carlos... Question marks of their central defending there, perhaps, but he's planted that header in the top corner. No goalkeeper saving that. That is 3-0, and that is surely now our place in the semi-finals booked. It's the run to the final. Like I've been saying it since the start, and it's looking as though it's going to come true. Maybe I should just say that about everything. This season, it's the run to the Premier League. It's the run to European Champions League glory. I don't think it works like that. But anyway, 3-0 at the break. 22 shots, 11 on target in a 45-minute half. That is just absolutely ruthless. If anything, we should be winning by more, really, shouldn't we? We'll give it a don't get complacent. As I said at the start, the only thing I think that can beat us is complacency. Nick Roberts, very well done, mate. We just want to make sure Brian Carlos doesn't get himself sent off here as well. You don't need to get yourself missing a semi-final here, mate. We need you in that. Yeah, I mean, you look at potential semi-final opponents. Ideally, Southampton will beat Liverpool and we'd get them. I think that's probably the best we can hope for. But yeah, it'll be tough from this one. It'll be basically a top sort of 6 Premier League club. Oh, Gary Turpie's put one in the top corner. The first goal of the season. I mean, is it his first goal for Villa? It just might be. I'm not sure if he got one last year or not. I think he did, didn't he? But what a stunning free kick from Gary Turpie, and that is absolutely amazing, right in the top of the net. I don't think any goalkeeper's saving that, even if they do get a hand to it, no matter who they are. Oh, and David Bergkamp is added a fifth. Oh, this is just absolutely relentless now. It is his first goal for Aston Villa. Well done, David Bergkamp, the second. This is just relentless, ruthless is what I was going for there, stuff. Brilliant. We'll give them some praise. At some point you feel a little bit sorry for Rochdale here, don't you? But we'll keep going at them. We'll see what we can put past them here. Blake Scully's looking a little bit tired, but he's fine. Fresh legs. He's young. This has just been an absolute demonstration, hasn't it? We'll demand more. We don't want them clocking off. There's no point taking anybody off. The only person I'd consider taking off would be Gaz Mosley to give Perrier a run out. But there's no real need to do that either, is there? We'll praise them. Can we add a 6th goal to this game? And that when we are double figures now for the episode, whether it's 10 or 11, it doesn't really matter. I've run out of fingers, so I've lost count. Unfortunately, it looks like that's going to be it, though, for us. Blow it up, ref. They've had enough. I think we've had enough. There we go. What a performance from the kids. What a performance. 5-0, 31 shots, 16 on target. That was an absolutely wonderful thing. So there we go, 5-star Aston Villa triumph in the EFL Cup Quarter-Final. We're into the last 4. Nick Roberts, quite good from him. Very, very nicely done. And guys, that is it for this episode. Just goals of the month to come. I just wanted to have a look. We don't know who we're playing yet in this FIFA World Club Cup thing, so that'll be next episode. It's going to be either Guangzhou Evergrande, Auckland City, Club America, or Mamelodi Sundowns. So, I mean, you'd rather avoid... It doesn't really matter, I don't think. We should be beating whoever it is. So, and Boca Juniors is the South American team we'll have to face in the final, should we both get there. But guys, as I said, that is it for today's episode. We'll be back next time for the World Club Cup. It'll be a surprise who we play. I don't know yet. So, if I think of it, I'll tweet it out at Aussie Villain on Twitter if you want to follow me there. But I'll tweet out our semi-final opponent once we have it, assuming, as I said, I remember to do it, because I do tend to forget sometimes. So there we go, 10 goals that episode, a nice even number. I'll see you next time, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care. Oh, now, goals of the month. It's our goals of the month for November. Enjoy.